All right, guys, here is the test of the Surefire Fury dual fuel. I got a fresh battery in the light and a fresh battery right there, both fully charged. And we're gonna go ahead, turn it on. Here's the time check. (12:03 a.m.) I'm gonna come back at 12:35, show you the iWatch, and we're gonna see how the LED does. I'm putting directly in that fresh battery, and we're going for another 30 to 35 minutes. See you in a bit. All right, guys. We're at 12:33. I'm gonna talk here for a little bit, and I'm gonna change the battery right on camera. I noticed that the body is a little warm. It's not bad. So what I'm gonna do is when this hits about 12:35, I am going to do a quick LED check on camera to see if the LED is still okay. Then we're gonna put in this freshly charged cell, and we're gonna run it for another 30 to 35 minutes, somewhere right around there. And if it works through these two things, I'm pretty confident. I have been using this light, using it on duty and using it pretty hard. In fact, I'll have to show you before I end the video, there's a big scar right here where I did drop this on the concrete, survived the impact and had no problem when it hit the concrete. So that was just an accident. I wasn't torture testing it. I wasn't doing nothing crazy. I literally just was using this and dropped it on the concrete, and there's a mark right there. Maybe I'll zoom in here and show you. Not for sure if you can see right now or not, but I'll show it to you in a little while. But this thing has to pass the test, guys. Using this for duty, it has to make it. If not, I'd rather know right now than I would when I need it the most, like what happened last time. Okay, we are at 12:35 right there. Let's go ahead and turn on the light here. And we're going to see what is going on. Okay, go ahead and turn it off. The heat is not too bad. The heat is always going to be there. I don't care about the heat. I couldn't care less about the heat. The heat is, these are a high drain, high output light. It's going to have the heat. That doesn't bother me. What I want to know is how does the LED perform in that situation. There, we have a clean, clear LED. Looks good to me. I don't see any issues there whatsoever. I'm going to look at it real close by eye, and then we're going to go right into the next battery here. Okay, it looks good to me. I don't want to waste time here. And we are going to switch right into the next battery. It's still warm. There's that one. There's this one. This tail cap works to go back on and off with this theorem ring on, which is awesome. I would never want to have to take that off every time just to do this. So here we go. Fresh cell. And by the way, if you, oh, here's the time. (12:36). So we'll go to 1:10. Here is, there's the mark I was telling you guys about. It looks way worse on camera than it does in person. It's not that noticeable in person, but that's it. Dropped straight on the concrete, accidentally, just in normal use. It's still on. So I will get back with you guys at 1:10, and we'll see how this does. All right, guys, I let this one go longer. We are coming up on the 40-minute straight mark. In less than a minute, it will have been 40 minutes for this run after the first little over half an hour. So when we inspect this, it's going to have over an hour and 10 minutes of runtime just with enough time in between to change the battery. Changing the battery was to put in a fresh cell to keep that highest power level for the most extreme heat that it could experience, to see if that LED will last or will burn. I have to know now, and it would be better for me to find out now. It has now been 40 minutes, guys, on this run. 40 minutes. Let's go ahead and pick it up. We're going to leave it on. We're going to test. Okay, so the back of your hand is pretty sensitive to most things. So I'm going to show you here. I can hold this on the back of my hand. It's not even hot enough that I can't do that with, even at the head. I can grab it like that and hold it. No problem. So let's go ahead and turn these studio lights on, and we're going to get ready to inspect the light and the LED. Okay, 41 minutes now on this run. So this has now went over an hour. We're headed toward an hour and 15 minutes of runtime with just that little break in between. But the real thing that we need to do here, let me check this ring. Yeah, of course, this held up well. Just checking things that would have gotten hot. Let's go ahead and zoom in and check this LED and see if it burnt. Oh my goodness. I'm happy on this. This is making my day, guys. You know, it's like, I think an actual subscriber, somebody I know from my videos, not from Surefire, had mentioned this to me, and I got to agree. They said anybody can accidentally put out a lemon or a bad batch of products. You know, it's how they take care of it is what counts. And look, guys, that LED is nice and clean. Trying to get some good, there we go. That LED is nice and clean, guys. Look at that. No burning. Everything is nice. No marks at all. I will trust this light for duty work or anything that I would need. And I do carry at least one spare battery. I carry a fresh battery in here and at least one spare battery. And once this battery gets to about 50% or so, I change it out. So I always have a lot of run time on hand if I need it, plus a spare light on me as well. So there it is, guys. Once again, there's that hit from the concrete. Let me see if I can get a better close-up for you. There's that hit from the concrete, where I slipped and dropped it from about waist height. Right there. I don't mind that at all. It's honest wear. I will not take something like this and purposely abuse it unless they would send me one to test like that. I'm not going to take this $200 light and go bouncing it off the concrete. But as you can see, those things will happen as time goes on. My main concern was, will this LED hold? And this LED did hold up very well. There is no burning or brown to it. The beam is intact. When these burn, the center of the beam, you lose it. It's black. It would be black in the center where it should be the brightest. And then you would have an outer ring, and that's how you know it's burning up. And this passed the test. So we have a total of going on an hour and 15 minutes with one battery change in between, and we have one run of over 40 minutes on the second time. That is more than enough to give me peace of mind, and I'll have no worry carrying this for duty. So there you go, guys. Clean and fresh, no burns whatsoever, and I'm pretty happy today. Surefire made it right, and I've got no complaints with their company whatsoever. All right, guys, until next time, this is DOF, and I'm out of there.